watching this. Hey everyone, how's it going today? My name is Lamoura, and thank you so much for joining us on yet another video, another reaction. Today we're going to be doing the Nintendo Direct for September 13th, 2022. This was announced like less than a day in advance, and I'm gonna be honest with you, not a huge fan of that, but that usually comes with the territory from what we've seen from other press conferences that maybe they don't have the most to update on, nothing that they really want to get hype. But Nintendo's kind of been doing this a lot with this whole digital Direct thing. They kind of just, I don't want to call it shadow drop, but they just dropped the announcement, hey, we're doing something tomorrow, and then no real fanfare. So we'll see. I haven't seen what's gone on, what was announced or anything like that. So obviously hopes and dreams, high pie in the sky expectations is Breath of the Wild 2, release date, gameplay trailer, something more from that game. It's been way too long, and I know we got an update that said, hey, we need more time to work on the game, just be patient. I get it. It's been a while. Another pie in the sky is Metroid Prime Trilogy / Metroid Prime 4 just being shown or getting an update on or anything. Don't really know. I really don't know. I'm gonna hope. It's been, I think, like 9-ish months since the last time we've heard heap out of Metroid anything. So we'll see if that's even a thing. I feel like there was something else that I would like to see out of Nintendo that I'm not quite sure. Going back on the Zelda train, I would love to see a Wind Waker and Twilight Princess ported over to the Nintendo Switch. I don't know if that's gonna be a pie in the sky dream or not, but we'll see. We'll see. I think a decent bit is the starting screen. Yeah, if it's only roughly 40 minutes, and then we have this starting screen, it's the pre-stream stuff. So we'll scrub through the timeline to get to the proper stuff here in a second. But yeah, I can't I can't think of anything else from Nintendo that I'm pie in the sky hoping to see. Now, realistic expectations, I wouldn't be surprised to see some more Pokemon Scarlet and Violet information today. Maybe a new trailer talking about some kind of feature, maybe breaking down specifically that gemification that they have. I don't know what the new gimmick is. I can't keep up with them anymore. So Pokemon could be a pretty safe bet. A bunch of ports. I'm just expecting a bunch of third-party ports from games that are either out on PC, Xbox, or PlayStation, now finally making it over to the Nintendo Switch. And of course, I know I'm gonna get shit on for this, but looking way worse, running at inoptimal frame rates. But obviously, having the portability of the Switch is a huge plus. So I'll take a few frame dips or lower resolutions if I can take it on the go. No, there was no sneeze or anything there. But I appreciate the blessings, anyways. Other than that, I don't know, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think I've only kept my Switch at this point for the possibility of Metroid Prime Trilogy remaster or port and Breath of the Wild 2. I have not touched my Switch in months. There's been like nothing that I've wanted to play, so it's kind of disappointing, but it is what it is. So without further ado, I'm gonna start this Nintendo Direct. We're gonna see what Nintendo has for us. Hopefully they announce some bangers, and this is nothing but 40 minutes of bangers after bangers, and everyone's checklist dream sheet is getting checked off. Prepare your bingo sheets. All right, Nintendo, show us what you got. I'm gonna start scrubbing here. I'm gonna assume it's about 15 minutes, 20 minutes of loading screen. Holy Christmas. Y'all gotta start learning how to cut this out. There's an editor literally in the YouTube playlist or YouTube Studio. You can do this on YouTube. You don't even need to do Adobe Premiere or nothing. Holy Christmas, 24 minutes, 25 minutes? Is it going to be a full 30 minutes of this red screen? Nintendo, I need you to get your shit together, brother. In any case, I'm going to actually switch over to this one. Get back in here. Okay. Here we go. About 30 minutes of this red screen. Nintendo doesn't care because they know people will still watch it. Yep. And they'll still get all the money in the world because every single game that's been released over the last like 2 years is the highest selling game ever because more people are gaming now than ever before. So yeah, at the end of the day, I know these companies are going to do whatever they want. But we'll see. Fingers crossed. like I said, we can still hope that we get all our dreams boxes checked off.
We live on the continent of Elios. 4 realms surrounding a holy land at its center.
Okay.
1,000 years ago, our lands endured a vicious war with the Fell Dragon. We called upon heroes from other worlds to aid us, heroes known as emblems. With them,
Fire Emblem.
the warriors of
A
our
new Fire
nations
Emblem?
fought as one.
Is that
In the
really how
end,
Fire Emblem
we
is?
were victorious in defeating and imprisoning the Fell Dragon.
I should always count on Fire Emblem making a fucking appearance at Nintendo.
Our world has been safe, but now I sense a resurrection. The binding weakens.
I've never played a Fire Emblem, so I don't know if any of what they have said equates to Fire Emblem, or if this is just some weird JRPG isekai. I always love a protagonist with a clearly main protagonist dressing style, right? You can always tell who's a protagonist in an anime game. That's Fire Emblem. It's just so clearly. Looks like Marth almost. Yep, Fire Emblem Engage.
You're awake.
Huh?
The two-tone hair is, it's loud and it's a lot.
What are those horrible things?
If I may, you are a divine dragon.
So we'll see if this does as well as Three Houses. Three Houses took over the internet for a long time, so we'll see if Engage here still has the popularity and the market saturation.
My eye on you.
But again, you know, it may not be for me, but I know people who love these types of games are probably pretty excited right now. That's literally Marth, okay. Never really played Marth in Smash. That's the only way that I know Marth is through Smash. Most people I knew played Roy, so...
The time has come. Now, as one, Emblem, engage!
Okay. They have like a Super Sentai, like, fusion ha type of thing. Interesting.
Please grant me your strength.
Oh, no. Wait, do they have stands? In their jewelry? They just have these spirits in there? Oh, Engage maybe like in the rings, like their wedding rings almost. They're like married to their spirits. Through the bond of marriage. Oh, and the male and female protagonist. Cool. Coming out January 20th. Cool. I played the remake of Fire Emblem 1 that came out on the DS. Marth has the personality of a plank of wood.
I'll be your guide for today's
Nice.
Nintendo Direct.
Okay.
What you just saw was the latest installment of the Fire Emblem series, Fire Emblem Engage.
Mm-hmm.
In addition to the standard version, we'll also be releasing the Fire Emblem Engage Divine Edition, containing collectible items.
Art cards. Cool. Steel book looks pretty
Please
nice.
look forward to more information about this
I do gotta
series
say,
in
I
the
think the
future.
art style of Engage is actually pretty nice, despite the massive saturation of the main character's hair. But that's a different story.
It takes two to tango.
On Switch, that makes sense. Are they gonna do it one screen? Is it still split screen?
On the rocks,
Because that would be really cool.
but it gets even tougher.
It's literally the perfect game for the Switch.
To get their bodies back, they'll brave an onslaught of challenges where working together is the only way forward. Team up and cooperate with a friend in this critically acclaimed.
Never got to
two-player
play this game. I don't have any anyone to play this game with, so completely skipped over it.
Venture through fantastic
I'm a lonely gamer.
worlds filled with challenging experiences around every corner. In addition to single system play, the game can
Yep,
also be
there it
played
is.
on 2 systems via local wireless or online with a pal via the
Cool.
free friend
Single
pass.
system play confirmed.
Help Cody and May return to normal.
I play with your mama.
Of course.
My mama was a gamer. I would totally do that too.
It Takes Two launches on the Nintendo Switch system November 4th.
That would be such a
Pre-orders
nice
begin
little
today
bonding
on
moment,
Nintendo eShop.
playing with your mom. LP, also, how are you today? Hopefully you're having a fantastic Tuesday.
Begins.
What's the horror photography? It's not like Eternal Paradise. What's it called? Fatal Frame. There it is. I wasn't even close. Your mom is a Zelda fan. Whoa. I'm gonna come game with your mom when the Breath of the Wild sequel comes out. We'll get some popcorn and we'll all play Breath of the Wild sequel together.
And uncover the memories that were sealed away. A dark curse looms near. What ancient rituals will be revealed?
What is she wearing? Why is the dude wearing like normal clothes and then she's just wearing this like frilly like maid outfit?
Next year.
Such a weird clash.
There's a new hero who looks mechanical. Introducing Wave 2 of the Xenoblade Chronicles 3 expansion pass.
Wow, that was unexpected. That was unexpected, but okay.
A new hero. She appears to be mechanical.
She's like a mechanical bug. I don't like her lanky bug legs. It's weird.
Expanding your options for classes and battle strategies.
The last game your mom played was a PS2 game called Shadow Hearts. Wow. I don't even know that game, I don't think. Shadow Hearts.
Defeat all enemy waves to earn rewards.
So it actually does sound a little familiar, but let's see. I might have looked at it in like a bargain. Nope, doesn't look familiar. Never mind.
Wave 2 of the Xenoblade Chronicles 3 expansion pass launches on Nintendo Switch.
Can't say Shadow Hearts looks familiar to me at all.
Get drawn into these Nintendo Switch games.
Scribble nuts.
Nautical nonsense begins when SpongeBob and Patrick make a wish that unravels the very fabric of the universe. In this
Look at that cute little Patrick.
you'll travel through portals to 7
Yo,
outlandish wish
how is that the cutest I've ever seen Patrick look?
and Wild West jellyfish fields. Explore using all sorts of wacky moves.
I love him. I love that Patrick in his
Your favorite Bikini Bottom
pant diapers.
from the TV series, voiced by their original actors. Soak up
Your dad played Cars too?
the cosmic
We
shake
love when
launching
parents
on
play video
Nintendo
games.
Switch
We love
next
it.
year.
SpongeBob?
You're all ready.
Fist of the North Star meets SpongeBob?
With familiar characters from Fist of the North Star. They'll be your instructors in exercise mode, leading you through various boxing drills. Defeat as many enemies
Unexpected.
as you can with just your fists in battle mode.
Unexpected, but like a training like exercise thing is actually kind of cool, right? Gamify my exercise. That's why that Nintendo Adventure thing, the Ring Fit Adventure, sold like hotcakes.
Your uncle's dodgeball. Throw whatever you can at opponents in this hilariously hard-hitting party game. Embrace the absurdity of frantic minigames, each one featuring ridiculous rules in madcap arenas. Customize your character from head to toe with hundreds of accessories.
Yeah, we're going to be seeing a lot more of these like quirky party games, especially since like I know it's not quite party game, but like Among Us came out and obviously Fall Guys.
A small fox
Tunic.
washes ashore on
Tunic
a
on the
ruined
Switch.
island.
Makes sense.
Brave the unknown in this isometric action adventure game. Your only clue here is the manual. Traverse the island's
I never
interconnected
got around
realms
to finishing that
retrieve
game,
its
huh?
Missing pages.
Got stuck and I just gave up.
Dangerous traps and even more dangerous monsters lurk around every corner.
Huh.
What long-lost secrets
If we ever
will
have a
the island
break in
reveal?
games that we
Launches on the Nintendo
and we don't have
Switch
anything
system
to go
September
through our
27th.
backlog, we'll have to
Pre-orders
give this
begin
game another
today
try.
on Nintendo eShop. New intel has arrived for the
Front Mission.
remakes. Full
You were just about to ask. Yeah, it's just like put it down, meant to go back, and then other things happen, you know, and ADHD hyper focuses on the thing that like my brain wants to focus on at that moment. Everything else doesn't matter.
Against opponents. You can also test your mettle at the Coliseum. Continue the battle in this.
I do like that they have the title of which game you're looking at up top, so like you know, like okay, that's Front Mission 1, and you see the upgrades between 1 and 2.
And over 80 new skills added from the first game. Front Mission 1 Remake launches on Nintendo Switch this November. Front Mission 2 Remake will launch on Nintendo Switch next year.
It's not a
And
package
in
deal.
The future, a remake of Front Mission 3 will also launch on Nintendo Switch.
Awkward. Okay, thought it was a remake, a package.
It's a wonderful life for a new generation.
But I guess they'll sell it each individually for as much money as they can get.
20 years, a beloved farming experience is reborn.
That frame rate, though.
Welcome back to Forgotten Valley. Here, you'll manage a farm passed down to you by your father. Restore and expand your farm as you nurture crops. Care for your friendly animals.
Oh, look at that happy cow.
Flourish.
Whew, looking rough, dude.
Befriend the townsfolk
I know it's
while
in
you're
like
out
20
and
years,
about
but
in the
like,
valley.
I don't know if it's a remake or just another entry into this series.
You might even meet your future partner and start a family. In this
You tell me in a Nintendo
installment,
game these
around you
characters
grow
are fucking?
older as time goes on.
You're telling me those
Their
two
appearances
characters
will
were
change
fucking?
over the years. Your
Nintendo
child
would
also
never.
choose their career based on how you raise them. An especially wonderful farm life in Forgotten Valley lies ahead. Story of Seasons.
Story of Seasons.
A Wonderful
Okay.
Life launches on Nintendo Switch.
I'm sure
summer
people will love it.
2023.
I'm sure people will love it. Splatoon? Yeah, Splatoon. I need to go watch Kyle Bossman play this. I think he's doing the story mode. I have no interest in playing Splatoon myself, but maybe if it's entertaining enough, I'll watch someone else play it.
The first post-launch
Grass touching
splash test for
simulator.
Splatoon 3 has been confirmed. Here's the theme. What would you bring to a deserted island? Gear, grub, or fun?
Okay.
So many incredible possibilities. Which
I
team
just,
will you
you
join?
know, it's just not my jam. I never really got it. I never really got it.
And more free updates are planned for Splatoon 3. Be on the lookout for more info in the future.
Okay, sure. Yeah, have fun, Splatoon 3. You know, I'm not judging it. I just don't get it. It's not for me, and that's perfectly okay.
What would you bring to a deserted island?
So is that what they're doing? It's like you pick a team, and then you are fighting against the others in Splatfest? That's actually kind of
Take a
interesting
look at
idea.
this.
Square Enix presents. Uh-oh. Okay. And not the Octopath Traveler style. But I don't know what this would be. Have we seen? It is Octopath Traveler 2.
Introducing a brand new game in the Octopath Traveler series.
Sorry you're late? No, I never apologize for being late. Normally Splatfest picks two opposite ideas like ketchup and mustard menu and you battle. Cool. That's actually a really fun idea to kind of get people engaged.
And bring smiles to people's faces, just like Mama.
I'm hitting the road. I'll be back once I eliminate that devil.
This is one of those now series that I need to give a try, right? If I'm asking for old school turn-based Final Fantasy to come back, then I need to give Octopath Traveler a try at some point.
Leave the hunting to me. You'll have all the tasty meat you want.
Though I do wish they turned down the sun in some places. Like the lighting is like overexposing some of the environments and character models a little bit. Like I know they want that like super like intense light coming through, but it kind of like washes out the characters and environment sometimes.
What will happen when their paths
It looks great at night, but during the day it's a little iffy.
And what adventures
I know a guy
await
that
them
speed
in
runs
this
Octopath.
new world?
Think I found
There's a speed run out for everything, I guess.
The 8 travelers each
Yeah,
have
not
their
out
own
yet, though.
story to tell. Where will their journeys lead them and you?
Yeah. I mean, the fact that they're still
launches on Nintendo Switch February 24th, 2023.
whoa, cool. Soon. Really cool that they still promote sprite work, right? There's really cool stuff that you can do with sprites, and I'm glad that they're doing something
Please
cool.
look forward to the journeys of 8 new heroes. Let's see some more headlines.
Show me the good stuff. Metroid. Please. Breath of the Wild.
A magical home is waiting for you.
I know it's going to be the last thing. It's only going to be one of the things that we want it to be, and it's going to be the last thing, if it's even going to happen at all. There's a good possibility it's just Pokemon. There is a very safe bet that the last thing that they show is just an update on the Pokemon game coming out this year.
And explore the enchanted realms of Azoria.
I don't want to sit here and get my hopes up, but I'm begging Nintendo for anything. Feed me. I am hungry. My Switch is dying. I don't even know if it turns on anymore, you know?
You'll be able to customize your home and enjoy this mesmerizing adventure even more. As the seasons change, new spellbinding surprises can be unlocked that'll help you restore Azoria to its natural splendor.
Games like this are intimidating for me. It's too much. Not like being able to customize your land, your farm, however you want. I get overwhelmed, and then I don't do anything.
It's a musical blast from the past. Celebrate the 35th anniversary of the Final Fantasy series with the latest theater rhythm game. Enjoy iconic songs like One Winged Angel, Torn from the Heavens, Suteki Dane, and more. There are 385 songs total.
It's just one part, right?
By game.
There's going to be more. They have to celebrate the entirety of it. There's no way this would be the only thing. A Kingdom Hearts rhythm game wasn't enough. It's never enough.
In pair style, while up to 4 players can battle to the
I hate the art style. I hate it so much.
Theater Rhythm Final Bar Line begins its symphony on the Nintendo Switch system February 16th, 2023. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop.
Who's pre-ordering the Final Fantasy rhythm game?
DLC songs from the Saga series.
Okay.
Nier series.
Okay. The Nier series music is hype as fuck, so
Octopath Traveler.
I don't know anything about that.
And
Well,
more will be released. That's 90 additional songs.
but those are all paid DLC, so
Editions containing a season pass and 27 extra songs, including Melodies of Life.
not everything needs a season pass. Fucking hell. Just give us the game. Okay.
A cosmic adventure is just around the corner. Blast off
This
on
was a
adventure
safe
of
bet,
the
wasn't
Legend
it,
of
to
Zelda,
show at this?
Mario and the
I was
Rabbids.
not expecting it just because we got the Ubisoft forward. But I guess if people don't care about Ubisoft, but want to play this Mario and Rabbids, and more care about the Switch updates, this is a good place to show it. Right? Cool.
Find coins. Unlock hidden paths. And help out the locals with their troubles.
I'm glad this game does well, right?
At
It's
shops,
enough
you can get items
to get a
that'll come in
sequel,
handy during battles.
but like I also don't
After
care.
each quest or battle,
I don't care
your
about a
team will
Mario
earn
Tactics
rewards
game.
and get stronger.
But again, I'm happy for the
Sparks appear to
developers and the
land on
creator who
land.
made it, had a
Create up to
dream, a
30
passion,
sparks,
and
each
got
with
the
their
thing
own
made,
special
and
powers
people
and
generally
skills.
like it.
They
So
can help spark a decisive victory.
I can be happy for a thing, but not enjoy it at the same time.
Can Mario and the Rabbids put an end to the darkness? Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope launches on Nintendo Switch October 20th. Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop.
Y'all,
Gold Edition
don't
can
pre-order
also be
games
pre-ordered,
if you can help
containing
it.
the base game,
Just don't
Rabbid
do it.
skins, and a
You have no
season
idea
pass.
what day one on games is going to be like. Just buy games.
Restore
They almost
peace
never
between
run out
humans
anymore.
and
Pre-orders were like
monsters.
there for when the supply would run out
Factory
on
3
midnight
returns on Nintendo Switch.
for like Halo and Call of Duty. Most games don't need a pre-order.
To chat with the locals, cultivate crops, and care for monsters, among other
How
relaxing
many
activities.
of these types
You
of
can
games
also
do we need?
transform into a monster?
Okay. It was actually pretty dope, not gonna lie, but I'm a huge on tactics games, so it's your cup of tea. That's fine. You know, that's the thing, is like if you enjoy tactics games, then yeah, definitely enjoy it. I'm sure it did a lot of really cool things. I've heard great things. I'm not into tactics games, and I'm pretty low on Mario to begin with. Did you want another farming game? Ooh, Rune Factory. There we go. Let's get another simulation game.
Rune Factory series will launch in the future.
No, you can cancel that right now. It's good, dude.
More Nintendo 64 games are on the way. Pilot Wings 64.
Uh-huh.
Mario Party.
Uh-huh.
Mario Party 2.
Uh-huh. I did like this mini kart racing game. That was pretty fun. It's such a bad value.
Pokemon Stadium.
These online services for Nintendo Switch are just such garbage.
Snowboarding.
Like, these are classic games that I love, but like, just let me buy the games without the subscription service. I hate this so much. It's not a good value. Look at that. In 2022, so the rest of the year, we have 3 games coming out, all of them Mario Party. Okay, sure.
Oh, and there's one more game we should mention.
Metroid. Oh. Nope. Okay. I saw the player 1 over there. I was like, Metroid! Nope, it's GoldenEye 64. They straight up got me with the player 1 that's over there, guys. They straight up... Oh, I'm covering it, aren't I? There's a player 1, and it's literally the Metroid screw symbol.
Why not mix things up with these Nintendo Switch games? Live your best life on the newly discovered continent of Antuisia.
Yeah, I don't care about this. All right, what'd you say, Majora? Well, to put throwing Mario in a direct in perspective, on Mario's 31st anniversary, we got a Switch game that had 4 games built in one, and a big event on Twitch. I think it was 3, right? You're talking about the Mario 64, Sunshine, and Galaxy? I think that was 3. And a big event on Twitch. On Zelda's anniversary in the same year, we didn't even have an updated trailer for the video you're hoping to see. Yeah, true. Bond. Hot take, GoldenEye 64 wasn't good. It was just the early of the internet multiplayer. I would have to go back and replay it, but if you didn't play it at the time, it was a good single player. But like, I don't know. I think it had the same impact that Halo did. You know, it had a good single player that people enjoyed, but the multiplayer was where it's at. Just getting together with your friends was super enjoyable. I would say it was still a great game. I wouldn't say it's like fantastic. It hasn't aged well with its old archaic aiming system.
One particular piece draws
single stick aiming hurts after where the genre has gone nowadays. Yeah, you can't like compare the game still to like today's gaming standards. Like, things were different, and they're not trying to remake the game, they're just trying to give people options to play it. So it would be more outlandish if they did change it. Yeah, of course single stick aiming was archaic, but at the time it was revolutionary.
Joining the roster are Pauline, a physical powerhouse with fast movements and strong tackles.
Pauline needs to calm down with the thickness, though.
Speedster with dazzling techniques and high pass accuracy. Plus, more gear and another stadium.
I straight up have no interest in this. Cool, I guess, but nah, I'm good.
The final summer begins.
Oof. I feel like I'm getting content overload, but like everything looks the same. Like, if you asked me to name 5 of the things that we've seen in this direct, I would be like, my brain shut off. I don't know. I don't remember.
Set sail to investigate in order to protect their homeland from impending danger. Sprawling landscapes set the stage for your adventure. Freely explore this vast world and forge your own path in this charming RPG.
Okay. If you say so. Hope it does well.
Join your party. During battle,
speaking of multiplayer, Strikers was the bomb. Okay. I have no interest in Mario sports games, but I'll take your word for it.
features are also in store. The keys to this lively adventure are in your hands. Atelier Rise of 3, Alchemist of the End, and the Secret Key launches
Jesus.
on the Nintendo Switch system February 24th, 2023.
What a mouthful of a title. Can we cut that back by like 3 words, maybe?
Wave 3 is on the way. Here's a sneak peek at 2
We're still getting Mario Kart 8 Deluxe updates. Oh my god.
Mary Mountain from Mario Kart Tour.
This is the ultimate of the Mario Kart franchise. They're never going to come out with Mario Kart 9. This is it.
Peach Gardens from Mario Kart DS.
What did you see in this direct? It was very anime. That's all I could tell you. We're gonna get Mario Kart 8 too before Mario Kart 9. We did. This is the deluxe.
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass
It was on the
DLC
Wii U
for
first,
Mario Kart 8
I
Deluxe
think.
game
Possibly even the
launches this
Wii.
holiday.
This game has been out for years now, and they just keep on expanding it, which is like great. That's probably what they should be doing for a lot of these games that are more like, I don't want to call them live service or games as a service, but like some games don't really need a new entry, they just need updates. And I think Mario Kart is a good thing like that. Kind of if you think like League of Legends, almost. Like they just keep on adding heroes, they don't come out with League of Legends 2. I think that was like one of the biggest things like Destiny suffered from. There was, I don't think there was a reason for Destiny 2. They could have just like rolled out updates and then have like the PS5 version and slowly like phase out the old versions. Close servers after 10 years or something like that.
We previously announced that the update would release
Yeah, live
this
service
fall.
Mario Kart. I know it would be monetized to hell, but like,
So the update
what's
is now
worse?
planned for
Paying
this
every once in a
holiday.
while for some expansions, or just like constantly buying new games and then having the old game not be backwards compatible and not getting old tracks that you couldn't play anymore? I don't know.
Mr.
I don't know.
Miyamoto.
Mario movie?
Hello, it's been a while.
Are we getting the
I'm
Mario
Shigeru
movie
Miyamoto.
update?
I have a few things I'd like to share with you today, including some news.
Okay.
First, as you may have heard, the Super Mario Bros. Animated movie we're developing with Chris Meledandri from Illumination will release next spring.
Here it is. I knew it.
And Super Nintendo World, which is entering its second year at
Whoa.
Universal Studios Japan, will
Completely
also
forgot
open
about
in
that.
Hollywood, California, in the U.S.
Completely forgot
Recently,
about that.
we've been working on the finishing touches for both. Today, I'd like to talk a little bit about Pikmin.
No
It's been
way.
over 20 years since the first game, and we're
No
still
way,
working on the
dude.
series.
Pikmin 4?
This is
Pikmin Bloom.
It's a smart device game we started with Niantic late last year, in which players all over the world are planting
Should have seen it
flowers.
coming. Yeah.
Here's
Should
a
have seen
quick
it coming.
rundown of the game for those who have yet to play it.
Oh, this is already out.
Pikmin Bloom is a smart device game that uses your location. By walking outside, you can find Pikmin, raise them, and plant
I never
flowers
even heard of
together.
this before Pikmin Bloom. I'm gonna be honest with you, I've never even heard of this.
All you need to do is take it with you on your daily walks or outings. You can look back at the end of the day and see where you walked.
You know, at the same time, I was saying it before,
Collect the items you
gamify
found that day.
exercise is a great
And
way
feed them
and
nectar
motivation
to
for
increase
people.
their petals.
It almost reminds me of old school Tamagotchi in a
So, how
way.
many
So
steps do
I
we
can't say this. I can't be mad about this. I can't
While
even
you're
be
out and
close to
about, you
upset.
can
I think
also
this
use
is
the
actually
AR
really
feature
cool.
to take photos with Pikmin.
So
Pikmin are all around
it just
you.
depends on how,
Let's take a quick look
if
at
it's
my screen.
monetized or how monetized.
I have nearly 700 Pikmin. They love nectar. If you give Pikmin nectar like
feel
you
that.
see here, their flowers will bloom. You'll also see the number of steps you've taken that day. Regarding the map, the clouds will clear along the path you walk, so you can keep a record of locations you've visited.
Cool. Kind of telling you to go a new
I
place.
normally move around within Kyoto, but I've also been going to Osaka, to Universal Studios
Whoa,
Japan.
I wasn't expecting it to be that large.
I occasionally
Okay,
go to
dude.
Tokyo as well. You'll say to yourself,
Who's going to be the
"Okay,
first
this time
person to
I'll
clear
try
out the
walking here."
entire
It
map
makes
of the
trips and
world
walks a lot
in
of fun.
Pikmin
It's
Bloom?
a very easygoing play experience you can enjoy just by taking it with
I want to
you.
know that Guinness
I
Book
hope
of
you'll
World
try it out.
Record holder.
Okay, now to the main event. Please take a look at this.
Main event? New Pikmin game? Here we go. Pikmin 4, I'm assuming, or something. Maybe some new title, but new Pikmin game for the Switch. There it is, Pikmin 4. After playing Tinykin, I'm actually wanting to go play the Pikmin series coming out next year. Tinykin was a fantastic adventure. Short, sweet, so full of charm, and clearly an inspiration from Pikmin. So, you asked me about 2 months ago, I would have never said anything about Pikmin.
I also made a new t-shirt.
I actually think like a lot of franchises coming back and like on the Switch have been really good. Kirby being a perfect example, Yoshi.
We call it Dandori in Japanese, or strategically planning, deploying, and commanding the Pikmin. I hope you're all looking forward to Pikmin 4.
Yo, I'm vibing with that yellow Pikmin over there. Dude's got a vibe I'm meshing with.
Thank you very much, Mr. Miyamoto. Now, let's move on to some more headlines.
Okay, they zoom in. We haven't gotten to the big stuff. All right, I might have to mute this. I didn't do it during the Ubisoft one. Sorry, y'all. Copyrighted music. Can't do it. Not for the Nintendo Direct. The Ubisoft one, I was just so frustrated and pissed off, to be honest with you, that I stopped giving a fuck. This one hasn't done anything so offensive to me to make me just rage. So it's cool. I think this is this the same one? Was that a card system? I must have missed the floating text that explained it more. I feel like this is an infinitely better trailer than the other one that they showed at the Ubisoft event. That one scared me. I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like this is just so much better. For the people who like Just Dance, I feel like this is the target commercial for them. The Ubisoft one was weird. November 22nd. All the Twitch ethos are gonna be streaming Just Dance.
As you cultivate a peaceful farm life in the village of Lethe.
Mist, was it you that wanted this game? Was pretty excited for this game? Harvestella?
Threatening to destroy all.
Maybe I was mistaken. I thought it was you.
Find a way to put an end to the calamity in this life simulation.
More
RPG.
farming.
Along the way,
I mean, the farming simulation community is eating well. These guys are eating fucking well. They are fat and jubilous.
After this presentation, a demo containing the opening days of your farm's first season will be available on Nintendo
Okay,
eShop.
will it be transferable?
Save data can be transferred to the full game once purchased.
There it is.
Harvestella launches on Nintendo Switch November 4th. Get ready.
Bayonetta 3. Yeah, so they're just doing a bunch of updates on stuff. Like if you miss like the singular trailers for a lot of this, which I can't be upset about.
In the first Bayonetta game,
just reminding people games are coming out.
to recover her lost memories. And in the second, confronted demons to save her best friend. Now, in this third installment, she'll fight to protect the world from the sudden invasion.
Bayonetta 1 and 2 both on the Switch? Can I buy Bayonetta 1 and 2 on the Switch? Or are they locked to other systems?
She's gone from fighting for herself to fighting for others to fighting for the world. Those who have overcome their past histories with Bayonetta to fight alongside her include the journalist Luca.
Can I be honest with y'all, chat? I'm gonna be straight up honest with you. I never got into Bayonetta. I think it's cool looking on the outside, but like whenever I see the game and I try playing Bayonetta 1, I was out so quickly. It's just like character action games like this, and like I'll even say it, crucify me if you want, Devil May Cry, they're just not my jam.
Pre-orders are available now.
They're a little too wacky for me.
After today's Nintendo Direct, a new trailer delving more into gameplay will launch on our official YouTube channel.
That's pretty cool. I love when they do like, here's some extra information. It doesn't fit in this Direct, but you know it's there. It does look like 1 and 2 are on the Switch. Cool. I love when you can play an entire franchise on a system instead of having to jump generations.
Those who investigate are called master detectives, who come from all around the world.
Yep, you can all tell they're master detectives by the way that they're dressed. I do love his little question mark hair thingy. That's cute. That's a cute detective gimmick.
The spirit haunting him after their pact. Dive into these unsolved cases as a trainee at the detective agency. Thoroughly inspect each crime scene to gather clues and evidence.
Right.
When you're ready, Shinigami will conjure
This game looks interesting.
the crime scene to the truth.
Let's see how it actually plays minute to minute. If it's more like a graphic novel, okay, interesting. There's like mini games and weird bosses and stuff.
During each case, avoid their barrage of falsehoods and slash through contradictions. Uncover the secrets of Master Detective Archives Rain Code.
That is an interesting way to use the gameplay medium for a detective game, cutting through words and not so much like punching and fighting.
If you dare.
Feels a bit like Danganronpa. Yeah, it might be by the same developers or the creator of Danganronpa. So it might have very close similarities for that reason.
Ethan Winters must face the horrors of the village.
Did they say cloud version? Because this game looks way too good for Switch. Yep, cloud. There it is. I think they said the same devs. Yeah, that tracks.
You can download and try out the free demo today on Nintendo eShop to pre-order the full game.
Visuals may vary.
The Winter's Expansion DLC containing a new
third-person
mode,
third-person
story content, and more will launch December 2nd.
I am more curious to play Resident Evil Village in third person than I am first. I don't know how it's going to change the series, but like the first person in Resident Evil 7 kind of made me feel a little nauseous. I don't usually get motion sickness, but it was just like it was a lot. It was a lot.
Action-packed lineup of Nintendo Switch games. Vanquish foes to avenge your father in this kung fu action.
I've never seen the child version of Sifu. Cool.
Tripping and parrying opponents, you'll break their stance and gain the upper hand.
Heard a lot of people saying this game gets really hard, or is just really hard, even though the whole point is to die and come back, a roguelike, if you will.
Can you exact revenge before your time runs out? Sifu pummels its way onto
but very similar to how like FromSoft games always get the people saying like, should games be easier so that people can just get through it?
Experience the events leading up to Final Fantasy VII in this
no way, dude.
Action RPG.
They're showing a reunion at the Switch Nintendo Direct. Whoa! I thought that would be under the Sony one, if anything. Damn.
This remaster features enhanced HD graphics.
I've never played a cloud version of game, even on my Xbox, so I don't have any opinion on it. If it works well, I'm glad people get to play games, but I honestly don't know anything. December 13th? I don't think we had a release date. Holy shit, December 13th. Alright, we'll have to carve out a time slot for Crisis Core Reunion. Whoa. Anything coming out around then? No, we're free, dude. The Callisto Protocol's coming out on the 2nd. And then that's like 2 weeks away. We get a Crisis Core. Nice, dude.
Shipwrecked heroes and make your way out of a derelict space station in this roguelike game set in the endless universe.
Yeah, I'm good.
But it's not as easy as it sounds. You'll have to fend off continuous waves of monsters as you make your way through procedurally generated levels.
Marked in the calendar for Crisis Core Reunion.
Heroes, weapons, station areas, and more. Up to 3 players in online co-op can attempt to escape their grim fate. Do you have what it takes? Endless Dungeon launches on Nintendo Switch next year.
They are showing a lot of games. We have gone through a lot of games Like,
Remaster of Tales of Symphonia
a lot of them
is
are
coming to
remasters
Nintendo Switch.
and ports and stuff, but like they are zooming right now. This is I hate to say it, but like this is how the Ubisoft event should have been, just zooming through stuff. It's like these may not all be bangers of games, but like at least they're not lingering on these and having like the developers come out and like do fluff pieces and jerk themselves off.
Like the wandering aristocrat, Zelos. And a lumberjack who lost her emotions after an experiment, Presea. Other allies.
Well, shit, that's a backstory. Why the lumberjack? How does that connect? I'm a lumberjack and I've lost all my emotions due to an experiment. Okay. I'm gonna have to ask Elise about that Tales game. Montage! Game that took over the world, and then I never really heard anything else about it after the sequel came out. I think we had all gotten out of the whole Telltale style type of game at that point. Oversaturation on the mystery, choose your adventure type of storybook games. At least that's my opinion. I don't know how everyone else felt. Whoa, never seen any of these games before. Fall Guys has definitely changed. Kirby! This isn't, no, this is a new one. This isn't that Kirby. Nice. Nice. Yeah, I was gonna say, this isn't that Kirby Strawberry game.
Crash lands on planet Popstar. To help Magalore return to his home planet, Kirby and his friends set off on an adventure.
Why have we never gotten a remake, remaster, port of Crystal, whatever, this N64 one? That was my favorite Kirby. Because it was pretty much the only Kirby that I played.
The game supports local play for up to 4 players on the same system. Plus, everyone can play as Kirby while using their favorite copy abilities.
The Crystal, Kirby 64, the Crystal Shards. I loved combining powers in that game. It was like my favorite thing. It was just like, ooh, I have this power. I'm going to toss it into this other one and see what I get.
And returning ones like Samurai Kirby. All sub-games can
Samurai
be played
Kirby.
with up to 4 players.
He had the top knot.
An adventure of deluxe proportions awaits. Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe launches on
Coming out
Nintendo
February.
Switch system February 24th.
February is kind of packed. That's a.
Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop.
I don't know if y'all could hear that. My neighbor has the loudest modified charger. It's so obnoxious.
We hope you're looking forward to this game. Thank you for watching today's Nintendo Direct. This next trailer will be our last announcement.
One more thing.
Please take a look.
Metroid, Zelda, come on. Come on. It's Zelda, y'all. It's Breath of the Wild 2. We finally got it. We finally got it. Show me the gameplay, please. Show me that creepy Ganondorf. Show me playing as Princess Zelda. I know it's not going to happen, but, you know, one can hope. One can dream. Oh, there it is. Confirmation Zelda gets kidnapped again. Or not. God, just make it the last moment. Just show me Princess Zelda, like, jumping and gliding. Oh. Sky cities, sky islands. Oh, okay, okay. Long-haired Link. That's gonna be fun. Whoa. Is that it? The Legend of Zelda. Tears of the Kingdom. Okay. I feel like this is not going to be a happy tale. I feel like this is going to be a sad May 12th? 3 days after my birthday? Three days after my birthday? Happy motherfucking 32nd birthday to me. Oh, okay. I knew it had to be one of them. I knew it was going to be Zelda. I pretty much knew Metroid wasn't going to make an appearance here. It was just like, I have the feeling, like, I hate to say it, I'm just going to sneakily throw this out here. I'm pretty sure that game's either been soft canceled or it's just in such development hell that I wouldn't even be excited if they showed anything that it's going to be a good game. I just truly and honestly don't think it's going to be there. So I'm in almost every direct from now on, I'm not going to expect Metroid Prime Trilogy or Metroid Prime 4. And that's just going to be my guiding light philosophy so that I don't become sad and disappointed. But I am super excited for this Breath of the Wild Tears of the Kingdom officially showing something again. But even still, a little sad that it's like less than a minute of a trailer here. Barely showed anything. No combat, no like enemies, just Link running around the world. And I'm going to be honest with you, unless they, well, they'll probably have a specific direct for it, right? So getting closer, since they know it's going to be next year. Nintendo and seemingly Breath of the Wild team seem to want to at least put this game out and be like, when it's ready, we'll show it and it'll just be out. We're not going to do this like 3-year hype cycle. And they did already delay it once. So I'm going to hope that it doesn't get pushed back. I'm a little worried with how little we've seen, though. It's a little disconcerting. But happy birthday to me. I like the music in the last trailer a lot more too, but I'm still hyped. Yeah, that was very much a it reminded me a lot of Breath of the Wild, right? The piano swelling up in the way they did it. I like the vibes of the first trailer. In this one, obviously with the Tears of the Kingdom, the way that the world looks like a lot of land got lifted up. I have a feeling the lower land is going to be like a lot of devastation. And some of the villages that we went to, people are just going to be like crying and hurt, be like, ah, my son, he was lifted up into the sky. We've been separated. And that will be like the Tears of the Kingdom. The hordes of boglins and vahoglins, whatever these things are, hoblins were called. They'll be ravaging the kingdom again. There'll be no hope, but this looks like it's going to be our hero leading the charge up against the forces. We'll see what happens. I'm sure as long as I get to play around in the open world, I'll enjoy this game, because that's kind of how I saw the first one. Now this confuses me. Who the heck are you? You kind of remind me of Vati. And we didn't see anything with like any enemies. We didn't see anything with like a main bad guy. This dude hoisting Princess Zelda up. So I have a feeling she'll get kidnapped. But the thing is, this is long-haired Zelda, right? And then she's over here linking arms, doing this pose here with someone we don't know of. So it could be Link. Most likely is Link. Like, here we are, different sky islands. My fear is with this, as cool as it might be, it's gonna be hella annoying to travel to each of these segments, isn't it? It doesn't look like that's a simple glide over, right? So maybe you had to go down to the land, find one of those like yellow elevators to get up. Almost kind of, I would hate to say it, like maybe this is how you get up, because we know this place, right? We know this spot. This was like the lightning area where you found like the musician dude. I'm pretty sure one of the dragons comes up around here, if I'm not mistaken, as well. There was like a one of the centaur horse dudes, I forget what they're called, chilling up over in a section over here. So anyways, I'm really concerned that the way to get up to these sky islands is not just by gliding and exploring, it's by taking these weird elevator things up. Coming up right over here, and that's going to be the only way. So you'll have to explore the lower Hyrule to get up to these islands, and they'll play almost like mini dungeons, right? If you think of the shrines, each of these islands will have its own little environment and climate and little puzzle things and enemies and maybe even weapons, and then you'll be done. You'll fuck off and that you'll be done with that little section. I don't know. Obviously, there's not enough information here to really say one way or another, but that's my biggest fear. Clearly, big ominous cloud islands floating over here. I'm assuming at the end of the day, this is Hyrule Castle lifted up in here. Probably different segments going all the way up in this tornado, massive clouds. Because why else would it look like this? Yeah, see, like it doesn't look like there's much to explore here, right? You go up here, you might have like 3 enemies. Like, almost think of it as those bokoblin camps that you would just find scattered around. I would just imagine you find like 5 or 6 enemies at most on one of these things, and then you're just done. And so, like, I'm concerned. I truly am concerned if this is going to be a fun world to continue to explore. We'll have to see. If it follows normal Zelda formulas, and I'm not sure if it will since Breath of the Wild, you'll be stuck with some annoying way, like that stasis elevator, and then get an easy way to go to cloud, from cloud to cloud. Maybe, right? In the first reveal trailer, they showed Link doing like this weird like water droplet way to teleport up, and it may have been editing for the trailer, but it looked like he was able to like almost teleport in like one of those Sheikah Slate droplets up there. So maybe at first, like you said, you start by having to take the stasis elevators, as we're calling it, and then eventually you get the upgrade that allows you to just like almost fast travel up there. What I am curious about is Link's arm. I want to see this again, because in the first trailer, Link's arm is corrupted, I guess is the best way to put it. And they haven't shown anything as far as gameplay with that corrupted arm. I'm not seeing it be overly shown here. Actually, maybe. His hand doesn't look like it has a texture that's skin colored on it. When he swings it down, like, so you can see the fingers here. Realistically, you should probably be able to see the fingers here. So he probably has a blackish hand right now, covered in that like weird corruption, since you don't see his fingers. And then same thing happens right around here. You can see his arm looks way more black. No fingers, definitions, or coloring. But they didn't show. Yep. So he does have the corrupted arm. Whoops. Yeah, okay, so you can definitely see it. There it is. Again, but they didn't show anything of him using it, so we don't really know what its powers are, or what it's going to be doing for gameplay reasons, or if it's only for story. Yep, okay, he has it there in the long-haired version. There's axes, confirmed axes in this game. So it's not just swords. There are lances and bows and boomerangs, but first time I think we've ever really seen an axe. This is interesting. Did he deploy this? Is it like a new thing for the Sheikah Slate? Or did he just time that really well? The weird thing is, I feel like I've gotten less out of this trailer, I'll call it, than the first one. If they showed this first, I wouldn't be excited about the game. This was, I'm gonna say, I'm sorry, this was a bad trailer. After all the time that we've waited with delays and everything, I know it's coming out in May, supposedly. That was a bad trailer for this game. Huh. So you think perhaps the timeline is watching Link slowly die/succumb to corruption during the course of the game? I don't know. Realistically, it could be, but it could very well be that it's just his arm, right? It's almost like if you think of Fum, whoever was in Skyward Sword, I think it was. The spirit of the sword, right? you could almost see like the spirit trapping his arm, you know, and just be like, hey, I'll come and help you. I'll be your Navi of the game, but I'm just living in your arm. And then I'll upgrade your powers. Hey, look at me. I'm a hookshot now. It's like, okay, sure, cool. Companion, whatever. I don't know. It could also just be a corrupting influence. Maybe there is a timeline sort of thing where like in 30 days, you know, something like, I don't know, what was it? Majora's Mask. I'm sorry, I couldn't even think of it. Sort of like Majora's Mask, like you have a time limit, and like if you don't complete the game in that time limit, Link becomes fucking like Vati or Ganon or someone. I don't know. They haven't shown enough for any kind of speculation on my part, so I'm just gonna have to wait till my birthday to find out. If you guys have ideas, definitely let me know. But as far as what they've shown, I don't know. Like we can kind of parse, like right now, you see the Master Sword on this logo. It's partially normal Master Sword. It's a little bit rusted, and then it goes into Sheikah or whatever this new mysterious power beings / mystic magic is going to be. And that could be representing Link, right? He's kind of corrupted, taken over. He was part himself, part time traveler, part corrupted. I don't know. So this is Majora for Breath of the Wild, possibly. Yeah, I never really thought about it like that until you pointed out Link's arm, but I guess is that Link's new powers are due to the corruption, but it's going to be a double-edged sword. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that's how they go with this. Do we get 3 sequels of decreasing quality before the formula is considered dead by the franchise again? Yeah, that's the question, right? Tears of the Kingdom sounds kind of like a middle point in the game, right? Like think of this as a trilogy. So like you have Breath of the Wild, it's like a breath of fresh air into this new franchise starting over, blah blah blah. Tears of the Kingdom sounds like, you know, the 2 towers of it, just kind of like the rising tension. And then the third game, if possible, comes out and it's the resolution. But then you have the question of, yeah, are we tired of this formula? Who knows? Who absolutely knows? Kara, how are you? Thank you so much for being here. Oh, you were continuing your analogy of what happened after Ocarina. Yeah, I don't know. I think it all kind of plays together. We'll see what this game kind of does, though, because like here's the thing about most Zelda games, they are independent of each other, and that was kind of the charm of almost like Final Fantasy. So if you want to relate it to like decreasing quality and will people enjoy it, Final Fantasy 13 is the best option to look towards, right? You have a franchise that historically doesn't do sequels often, and so people expect new timelines and stories every single time. And then you come out with a game in that franchise has sequels and prequels and trilogies, and people like slowly just stop giving a shit. So it'll be interesting. I don't know. I don't really know how I feel. I'll play it, I'll get it, and I'll reserve the rest of my judgments for that. But as of right now, I can definitively say that was a C trailer. That might have even been a D for that trailer for Tears of the Kingdom. So overall, I do think that this direct was pretty B-ish. It was a B direct. No big announcements per se. Everything was like ports and a lot of farming simulators in this. You know, I'm going to give it an F for Farming Simulator. I'm not saying it's the lowest of quality. I'm just saying F for Farming Simulator because that was the connecting thread through everything. There was like 15 Farming Simulator games in this direct. So I'm just going to give it a, you know, solid F out of the alphabet for Farming Simulator. Overall, I don't think it was bad. I don't think it was great. I'm glad I watched it. And we're just going to move on from there. So everyone on YouTube, thank you so much for joining us on this reaction to the Nintendo Direct for September 13th, 2022. I will obviously catch you guys next time for whatever Directs, Game Awards, gaming events that come through. And I hope to see you all there. So thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you next time. Peace out and much.